Hello and welcome back to Ghost. Last time we had to go through probably the worst death corridors one has ever seen, but in the very least we are no longer going through said death corridors. There appears to be some sort of junk conveyor belt here. I don't know what that's all about, but we're gonna go down here and see what we got. Oh, hello. You are clearly a Nakamura drone. And this is all very clearly a bunch of conveyor belt corridors, which I don't like. Those generally don't turn out well overall for anyone in the situation, except maybe our enemies usually.
The chunker
What,
wastes a
Boogan?
large amount of energy. If we create a fault in the chunker's differentials, the power in the whole section will go down.
Really,
Want us to
Boogan?
try jump starting?
Yes, but only in the chunker. Right when the electrical system goes down, the rest of the space station will notice a slight displacement in its potential difference.
The disturbance in the force.
Yes.
Yeah,
This will
sure.
cause
Boogan,
communications
I'm
up
gonna
there
say
to be
this is
altered
not a
for
good
few
plan.
milliseconds. It's very
Don't
little
feed
time,
Houston.
but we
Don't,
can
like,
definitely
push him towards
Let's do it.
actually
How do we
going through with
proceed?
his plans.
Easy. We have to find the main power conductors and overcharge them simultaneously.
Oh.
Wait. We don't have a map of Nakamura. How are we supposed to find those conductors? And how do we overcharge them?
Well, we can find them using a power scanner.
Oh, power
and we can
scanner,
overcharge
really?
them by using electromagnetic bombs and a remote detonator.
Power
That's a
scanner,
plan, Boogan.
Electromagnetic bombs, remote detonator. Aren't you asking for too much? We can't waste time looking for devices that may not exist up there.
I'm gonna level with you, Houston.
Dude,
they probably
They
exist
have
up
3D
there.
printers, and I have blueprints.
Ho ho ho!
Boogan, you're a genius.
Ghost, go to the nearest 3D printer.
What for?
Just go.
Wow, Houston. Way to be a jerk about it. Look, we're the ones risking our, I guess, metallic outer shell to, you know, do this mission for you. You should be a bit more grateful. We're gonna have to level with you. We're not actually, like, risking much because I don't know if we can actually die at all. I'm pretty sure that's not a thing because, I mean, it hasn't happened yet. We've blown up numerous times, it is to be noted. But we still have that, like, ghost in the shell thing. Oh, yeah? What the heck? Are you setting off alarms right now? Oh, my word. This thing is ridiculously powerful. Why did I shoot that thing? Oh, why did I think that was a good idea? Ugh! Note to everyone, when you see giant flying saucer creatures, try your best not to immediately attack them, as you may have a better chance, you know, not doing that. We are in a printer room, thank you very much.
Hold on. We're printing some stuff for you.
Is it important stuff? Oh, it's remote detonators and stuff, that's right. I mean, do I want a remote detonator, Houston? I really don't think I do. We don't really need it. What is this, energy scanner? Nice.
What am I doing with these?
Ghost, Boogan here. Find the main power conductors in the chunker, then place an electromagnetic device on each of them. Some of
Ooh.
them might be in the wall, so be sure to use the scanner.
Acknowledged.
Will do, Boogan. Okay, so we need to put this scanner onto our hotbar, obviously. So we'll just stick it over this thing. Perfect. So we can just scan the entire room. Nice. Perfect. So somewhere in here we are going to find hidden things. Hopefully they're not too hidden, or else we might never find them. Which will be unfortunate, but is probably, you know, not the case. Ow. Look. Hold up. There's going to be one here. See? If you see a dead end, always trust that there's going to be an objective at the end of it. It's totally a thing. Oh, do we get damaged by just touching those giant chunks of garbage? That's kind of weird. I mean, unless they're like corrosive and filled with toxic waste. Ow, which may be a thing. Hard to tell. I don't actually know what corrosive toxic waste looks like. Pretty sure it looks like most other toxic waste, but the moment that you touch it, you like just have to scream in pain as your skin is literally seared off of your bones, which is unfortunate, but you know, worse things can happen. There could be far worse things searing off of your bones, like... Nope, take it back. That's definitely the worst thing that could be searing off of your bones at any time. Yeah, don't touch corrosive toxic waste. It's really bad. Very bad idea. What is this? Stop? Stops all conveyor belts for 5 seconds. I mean, I'm not that pathetic. I don't need that. Emergency propulsors that will automatically activate just before falling into a crusher, throwing you to a safe position. 1 charge. Oh, that's not bad. I mean, I'm probably not going to use it or buy it because, you know, I'm better than that, but lock from the inside. Don't lock things from the inside. That's not cool. I would like to actually get through things, and them being locked is, you know, kind of counter to that entire idea. This is going to be really hard to get through, isn't it? Okay, take it back. Really easy to get through. We just had the exact incorrect timing to the situation. Oh, save station. Perfect. Okay, so let's just take a little recap. Houston now hates us because apparently he figured out that we're robots, which I guess he didn't know to begin with. I'm still confused about that one. It was pretty obvious. Even if you hadn't seen us like face to face, it was pretty obvious. And now we are assisting Houston in trying to figure out whether or not we are actually a robot, which, I mean, I don't know, but Houston could probably just ask us, is it like against our not protocol, but like our mission? Like we've been hired by Peeps. That is a thing. Is it against their like commands to actually tell them that we're a robot? I don't know if that's a thing or not because I've never personally met them because I'm not actually Ghost. But it could be a thing, and that could be why we are not allowed to actually tell them anything. Who knows? I definitely don't know. It is beyond my comprehension. Is there nothing in this room? Is there no explosive in here? What was the point of blowing up that UFO thing if there's no explosive point in here? Oh my word. Worthless UFO creatures. It's the worst. I guess they're not actually creatures. They're some form of robot, probably. I don't know. It's hard to really say. Could be, it's almost definitely a robot. I mean, it could just be a turret, which is arguably not a robot. I mean, that's a question there. Are the turrets robots? I would say I don't really care. I'm going to kill them anyway. But I'm sure someone is interested in the moral implications of such a thing. Oh my word. What the heck is going on right now? We are stuck on conveyor belts trying desperately to get through here. Okay, I give up. Nope, having none of it. Goodbye, fair world. We're going back down this way where we aren't being constantly bombarded by corrosive, terrible toxic waste, which is not a great thing. Perfect, okay. Looks like we've got some form of crusher device here. Not great, but we can deal with it. It's actually probably one of the easiest issues we've had to deal with recently. And we seem to be okay. Would you stop it? Look, the lasers, I understand. They're necessary for your job overall. It's what you do. But to use them against us constantly, not really a cool thing to do, mate. Is there one here? No. I don't know if we've been like walking past a ton of explosive placing devices because they are invisible. But, could be a thing. We may have to figure that one out. Oh, what the heck? We did not jump at the right time there. That was an accident, but on the other hand, we are now in a new place. Hopefully not one that will kill us, but most likely one that will kill us. Man, this jumping is not working out in my favor right now. Anyway. What? There is a fair question. Where in the heck is all of this debris coming from? Because we're on a space station that I don't know what its actual purpose was, but I'm pretty sure it wasn't any form of like ore mining or construction. So why is there so much debris? Are they like actively destroying parts of the station and rebuilding them for the sole purpose of maintaining a system of debris that, I don't know, makes them feel good or something? Do they like getting rid of debris? Could be a thing. I mean, I'm not going to judge them if they do, in fact, have some sort of fascination with the destruction of trash and debris. That is perfectly fine. I can understand such a sentiment, but at the same time, Sort of strange to put so many resources into it. Oh, shot enhancer. Oh, we really need that. We desperately need that. I mean, we could also get a gun. A cloaking device. Oh, that'd be great. I mean, I say all of this, but we're not going to get any of those things because they cost a ridiculous amount of money and we just don't have any money ever. We're going to have to be happy with our cybernetic frogs and our particle gun. Really at the damage level that it's at right now because it's kind of unfortunately what we are stuck to. My goodness. Seriously, I feel like this is not actually the best way to clear out, like, debris and stuff. Like, just dropping it into open, whirling saw blades is not really an efficient way to deal with your waste. Plus, where are they sending it afterwards? That is actually a pretty good question. Because really the only logical place would be to send it into space, which could send it also, like, plummeting to the Earth, which is not great. What's this death spirit? When you pick up any of your death markers generated upon death, 4 digital ghosts are summoned attacking your enemies. That's not bad. I can't do Jacker because he's terrible. PVC hull reduces damage from acid or steam by 50%. Encapsulate when not being controlled, reducing damage. Camouflage cloaks for 5 seconds while not being controlled. It's not great. What is this? Motivator. When destroying an enemy, damage is increased by 1 for 2 seconds. The maximum damage boost is the current alarm level. Also works when destroying an enemy, damage is increased. That seems to be just across the board. That's actually great. Totally. Let's get motivation. Seems like that's just overall weaponry. Do we have more points? Do we have 2 points that we haven't put into anything? Well, max HP plus 50, thank you very much. Auto fire. AI makes your robot shoot enemies when not being controlled for 10 seconds. Interesting. Jetpack allows you to fall slowly to reach far places when jumping. Hold jump while in air. Oh, mate. Jetpack? Look at that! Oh my word, that's a good upgrade. Much better than the dash forward upgrade, which by the way is terrible. It's the worst thing ever. Jetpack's awesome. Dash forward, not so awesome. Perfect. Well, we've now got a million new abilities that I guess will help us to survive in the long term. Unless, of course, we do what we're doing right now and continue to break all of these pipes. Let's just disable these things. That's fine. Up we go. Any chance there's a path through here? I imagine if we go up, we're going to get to a door that we've already been to. But what about this? Nope, this was actually the door that I thought we were going to get to. We passed it on the way down, and I noticed it, and I was like, ooh, perchance we can eventually get to that door. And in fact, we could. But seeing the snaking nature of this entire thing, this probably hooks up to, as I was going to say, multiple doors. Oh, locked from the inside? Seriously? That's not cool. Things are only supposed to be locked from the inside when we're on the outside. Well, let's just head this way and try to get back up there. Potentially we can get over to that position, although I think that is the death conveyor room that we tried to get through but failed because it was wretched. Oh my word. This scrap stuff is just getting in our way like nobody's business. I do not appreciate that, Scrap. If you could possibly just refrain from trying to kill our face, that'd be great. I mean, it's not like they're enemy robots. The enemy robots have every reason to try to constantly kill our face, because of course that is their only purpose in life. But these pieces of scrap, they technically don't have a purpose in life. They just exist to be destroyed eventually. Which is a bit depressing for the giant pieces of scrap, but then you also realize that said giant pieces of scrap are not sentient creatures, and thereby probably don't care in the slightest about their purpose in life. So, you know, it's really not that bad in the end when you think about it. Okay. Well, we're making it through in the very least. Hopefully we can get back to our nice little position. Man, these conveyor belts also mean that we pretty much can't actually take control of robots most of the time because, you know, most of the time we're on a conveyor belt, which is not great. Goodbye. No, you're just gonna stay there. I just don't want you in the way. So if this exists, there's gotta be a reason. No, okay, no reason for that to exist. I don't know what that is. It looks like a combination of a furnace and a press, which I don't understand why it would be here. I mean, I can understand the purpose of a press. That makes sense. But a furnace? Are you cooking this stuff? Oh no. This is not good. This is not good. Yeah. You know how I said it wasn't good? That's why we died. Because things went downhill pretty quickly. Got caught behind a piece of trash. And said piece of trash then actively tried to murder us, which is not appreciated. Ow, ow, ow. Kill a robot by throwing it into the Chunker's crushers. I didn't do that. Since when did I do that? I don't recall that. Anyway, I guess we did that. It's probably that security robot that we sent onto the conveyor belt eventually fell into a crusher, which is unfortunate for the robot, but I mean, I don't really care all that much, so, you know, its existence is not really all that important to me. Okay. So now that we've cleared out the guards at the end, we have a much higher chance of actually being able to get through this pathway without being crushed to death, because we're no longer under a hail of laser fire, which is always something that helps any situation. You have to take that into account every time. Hail of laser fire, always worse. Okay, it appears we're getting gold key cards, but that's not what we are trying to do here. We're trying to get some sort of explosives on key positions to, you know, convince Houston that we're a robot. Repair kits and weaponry charges disappear after 3 seconds. What? That's not good. I don't want that. Auto-destruction. Controlled robots gain self-destruct as a secondary weapon. Enemies are printed using less material, lowering their HP by 20%. Oh, that's nice. I'll do that. That's great. Perfect. So I guess our enemies will have 20% less health. That is actually one of the best upgrades we've gotten recently. Outside of maybe the jetpack, which I totally forgot that we have, but we definitely have a jetpack. That is a thing. Huh. So what's over here? Is there actually a path over here? I mean, there's totally something over here. What do we have? Oh, okay, it's just a circle. There's nothing over there. Curse you, fake paths! I was hoping for some nice place. Potentially some place that didn't include crushers and giant saw blades trying to mash my face into oblivion. That would have been nice. Unfortunately, we don't get any of that. Mostly because we have a sad existence here. And we are doomed to continue that existence pretty much for as long as we have this mission. Oh my word! Cut it out, giant rocks. I'm just trying to walk. Seriously, giant rocks! Look. Calm your face. I just want to get to this platform. I understand that I don't walk very quickly, but that is no excuse to continue to try to stop me from walking through a very small corridor. Thank you. Let's just scan and repair. Fine, that's good. Where do we go next? Looks like we go down and to the left. Perfect. Down is easy. Up is really difficult. It's actually absurdly difficult to go up. But down, that is a simple matter. We could pretty much just stand still and continually go down. I'm not going to do that because that's not the ideal situation, but it is a thing that can be done. Oh my word. So there's lasers there. Some sort of laser grid. Most likely, we have to get over here and turn it off with one of these robots. Let's see. Yep, totally. Look at these guys. Hey, Mr. Guard Robot. How you doing? Bada boom. Nope, I was told by Nakamura to do that. Just thank you very much. Do not question my authority, because my authority is quite legitimate from it wasn't from Nakamura, it was from us. We did it. We're coming for you, guard robots. Yeah, you think I'm just gonna let them live? Not about to happen. Hey, you guys, calm your faces! There we go. I'm pretty sure their faces were fairly calm to begin with, but you have to make sure you pacify any face you see in the event that they are, of course, being extra aggressive. Oh. This is not amazing. I don't like the look of this so far. We have to take out these drone things, which are really quite a nuisance. They move very quickly. Ow. And we have to take out this UFO, which is also quite a nuisance, because it's incredibly deadly. It doesn't move very quickly, though. In fact, I would say it doesn't really move at all, which is a pretty big benefit to us, and it's dead. Any chance we've got some sort of... No? Nothing? No place to put bombs? Seriously? Ah! Well, okay, that's fine. I don't know what we're doing killing those UFOs. I'm sure that there's some reason for them to exist, but I can't see it yet. We'll figure it out at some point. We should probably be scanning significantly more of the area than we've been scanning so far, because I don't mean to be that guy, but we've only found one bomb placement, and we do need 7 others. It's not a good sign for us overall. Hey, you, cut it out. Thank you. Those lasers were unnecessary. I am not strictly coming to kill you. I mean, well, okay. Let's change that. I wasn't strictly coming to kill you. The minute you tried to shoot at me, I was, in fact, on a vindictive rampage to murder you. But beforehand, I was just walking through trying to look for places to plant bombs, which is kind of, you know, it's a pretty good thing. It's very important to our continued mission, I think. Pretty sure it's just important to Houston's, like, interest in whether or not we are, in fact, a robot, which, you know, Houston could just ask us. I'm not against telling Houston that we are, in fact, a robot. I'm not sure how Ghost feels about the entire situation, but I personally am fine with it. Ow. We just got hit by that chunk. I don't think we can get up there. Potentially, we could have tried to, like, jump on a piece of trash as it fell and then use that as, like, a base to jump up. But I wasn't having any of it because that sounds really difficult and would take way too long, and it's on a conveyor belt, and you know what I hate? Trying to continually walk across conveyor belts. They really annoy me considerably. If we could just fly, that would be great, but I don't think Ghost has a fly ability yet. Hopefully she'll figure it out, though, because that is kind of a good thing to have. And we are a robot. I'm pretty sure we could figure out the whole jetpack thing. That wouldn't be too difficult, would it? No? I'm just gonna go with no. It would be pretty easy. So Ghost should totally figure it out, or, you know, she's not doing the easiest thing ever. Oh my word, there's a lot of death here. There's a lot of death here, actually. I'm just gonna drop down here where there's significantly less death. Okay, take it back. There's actually significantly more death up there. I'm gonna go up here where there is significantly less death, which I also can't actually, you know, there's actually more or less just as much death up here as there was down there. Oh my goodness. Perfect. Perfect, it's under control. Let's just take a breather and then drop down. You're dead! You're done for! That's what you get for shooting at me, jeez. You guys on the walls get to continue to survive because you're really annoying. Everyone else, on the other hand, not so much. I don't know about this. This seems a bit too easy. Let's just make sure we're not standing on the bridge, because that thing could recede at any moment. I feel like that's going to... No? We can just walk across this? It's that easy. That is way too easy. Ah, okay, here we go. Who is this? This is our ninja friend?
Boss, Shadow here. I found the intruder.
Perfect.
Good work, Shadow. Send me any information, any detail that we could use to identify him.
That won't be necessary, boss. I already identified her.
Ooh.
Boss, the intruder
Ooh.
is Eva 13, one of our agents.
Eva 13?
Huh.
Damn, Jacker. That's why you wanted my agent. Shadow.
Jacker, you're gonna be in some pretty big
Fix
mess.
the biofluid.
Yes, boss.
Now let's deal with that meddlesome Jacker.
Unfortunately, Houston,
boss.
you're about to get wrecked.
Odin,
This is
I
not
want
going
you
to go well.
unencrypt all transmissions from Ava 13 and find out the whereabouts of Jacker. Maximum priority.
I'm on it, boss.
This is what you get for using mercenaries. Mercenaries are always the wrong move. Jeez. Anyway, that will bring us for now to the end of this episode. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this, like and subscribe. Next time we will continue to be in some form of terrible waste management system, which is really annoying because it's constantly trying to kill us and there's conveyor belts everywhere, which is not something I appreciate. Conveyor belts are kind of the worst. But anyway, until then, thanks for watching and of course, enjoy the rest of your day. Wait a minute. We're just going to give 1 second. Ha! Bomb placement! Perfect. We can now say that we actually put 2 bombs here. Perfect. There we go.